because I don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when I pretend to care, people think that's real. All right? Does that make sense?
See, here's the way I look at it, though. I know a lot of people who don't care about anything, and they don't care about anything until they really care about something, and then it's everybody's problem.
I'm sure you've seen me really care about things before.
What's the last thing you really cared about?
Lloyd.
Turney, probably.
Yeah.
What about this new cat you got? You care about that?
I do. I mean, define care. Like, I love it, but it's nothing bad has happened to the cat. I've not been like,
By the
oh
way,
my God.
Toughest moment in the podcast ever, asking Gus to define the word care. That would be a whole podcast unto itself.
It's like when something is almost important. It's almost as important as you are to yourself. Is that
you
caring?
pretty much nailed it.
Okay.
That's what caring is, Gus.
It's like this thing
you
is almost
that,
as important as me.
Gus cares phenomenally about his dogs. So
Care about my
that's
dogs.
how he knows about care.
It is true. You have 2 dogs?
2 dogs.
Burnie doesn't care about
Which
your
one do you
dogs
love more?
'cause he doesn't know how many you have.
He hasn't seen my dogs, so they don't exist.
I
in
know
his
the one
mind.
dog, Oscar.
No.
What's his name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Benjamin and
The
what?
dog.
Oswald.
Benjamin and Oswald.
Oswald.
Which one do you love more, Gus?
Benjamin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just so like that.
No question.
It's like picking a kid, huh?
Yeah. Except I can say it because the dogs don't understand.
Pick one of your kids.
One of my kids. I got it. Well, they're kind of. There's a good and a bad to both, right? I'll tell you what. You're a horrible person, Gavin. There's several layers to this, right?
You actually have to pick a kid.
Oh, okay,
It could
thanks.
be like
Appreciate
there's no picking.
Well, no, you asked me to pick, I'll pick.
What else can we
do
get?
you want to text back home and have them tune in before you make the announcement?
The 4 and 2 year olds, no, I hope they don't. They're not tuning in. Hopefully they're in bed. But yeah, definitely Mackenzie.
That's on the internet forever.
I know. Sorry, Mads.
What are you doing over there?
So we have eggnog. For some reason, the fridge is filled with eggnog.
It was Christmas, isn't it? That's what people do.
Okay, look who knows so much about eggnog suddenly, Gus. Because
I know about it.
I came walking in.
I've heard of it.
And I said, Gavin, if I drink an entire container of eggnog, which is 32 fluid ounces, that's 1 quart in Celsius. I said, if I drink this whole thing, will you drink one as well? And Gavin said, well, what is it? And I said, eggnog. He goes, yeah, but what is it? And I said, oh, you asked me how big it is? And he goes, no, I don't know what eggnog is. That's literally how the conversation
started. It's a valid
started.
question. If you don't squeeze it out of an eggnog fruit, I want to know what's in it.
Have a sip of it. He's worried it's going to...
Is it the nog of eggs?
It is.
It always is.
It's nog eggs.
It looks like old mayonnaise.
He's afraid it's going to taste like mayonnaise.
Does it taste like mayonnaise?
It doesn't taste anything like mayonnaise.
Years ago, back in like
It's really good.
Can I smell it?
or 95.
There's another bottle. You want a bottle? We
No,
get you
I
one,
don't.
Craig.
I don't know.
I played
actually,
in this online mud, like old text-based stuff. And one of the emotes your characters could do was nog, like not in agreement for some reason. So a friend of mine made a character called Egg and just spammed eggnog, 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 eggnog. And he, like within a minute, he was banned.
Just take a sip. See how you like it.
Contains
Just drink it.
milk, eggs. I don't want to drink milk and eggs. Who wants
That's all
that?
it
Milk
is.
and eggs is like a pancake.
It's like
Right.
drinking
You
a
cook
cow.
it.
You know?
Cook this up. I'll drink it.
Describe eggnog in its flavor. Describe it.
It tastes like ass.
No.
Is it?
You don't
I
like eggnog?
fucking hate eggnog.
You're a lunatic.
It is
Is it
one
like
of
a
the worst
whisk?
things in the world. I wasn't going to say anything because I wanted you to drink
Is
it.
it raw
so you
egg?
could spit it.
No,
It's
Gavin,
kinda
it's
like
a drink.
Milk,
Everybody
cream,
drinks.
Yeah, but
skim
it's
milk,
egg.
high fructose corn syrup,
Is it
corn
fried egg?
syrup,
Everything's
sugar, egg yolks.
It's kind of like
you
an almondy milk, like a really thick milk. I
Listen,
guess.
I don't want an
knows
egg.
what he's talking
I
about.
don't want an egg wet or cold.
Drink that.
That's both.
Have a sip.
No, there's eggs.
You have to try it.
Just give it a try.
I want you to try because then I'll drink the rest of it.
I know for a fact you put worse things in your mouth, Gavin. All right.
Just
This
drink
isn't
it.
it normally supposed to
Smells-
have alcohol in it?
How is it possible that a person has gotten to be your age and hasn't tried eggnog?
You know, after you've thrown up and about 2 hours later you do a burp.
That's really specific, but yes.
It's that.
That is it.
The
You are correct.
2 hour post vom burp is what I'm smelling
It's
there.
eggnog. It's delicious.
I'm gonna have some.
You know what? You know what you should never do? When you want to tell if something is spoiled, a dairy product, people smell the bottle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everything always smells spoiled. Like
Not
if you
true.
take milk,
Milk smells different when it's spoiled.
but it
But
always
it never
smells
smells good, though.
spoiled.
There's a bad smell around the.
Because it's all the
Yes.
side milk
Yes.
that's gone bad.
He likes it. I can tell he likes it.
I mean, that doesn't taste like milk or eggs.
Yeah.
It's not good though.
It's
I would
very
not
good.
drink that.
Give that over here. I'm drinking the rest of that thing. Let me figure this out real quick. If I can drink this whole thing. So it's
You drink the whole thing? Is that what you
80
just said?
grams of fat in this. 80 grams of fat.
It's delicious.
But
huh?
you weigh way
and
more than 80 grams.
1,600 calories. So it's 8 servings in the container. By the way, this is not 8 servings. This
80
is
grams
like
of, isn't there
30.
like 40 grams of fat in a Big Mac?
Yeah, this
So
is.
that's like 2 Big Macs.
So you could drink a couple of Big Macs here.
I could.
Let's do it.
You said
No.
1,600 calories?
Yeah, it's a
That's
lot.
almost like a whole day's worth of calories.
It is, yeah.
But it'll
You put it on the like, little calorie tracker. 8 servings of eggnog.
But he'll get a day's worth of excitement out of it
What
over
you
the
should do
next
is
2 hours.
you should get it down and then just poke it into the bin afterwards.
Let me tell you something. You're a lunatic. That's delicious.
It's
That's
awful.
delicious. That official from the government who was assassinated in Turkey today.
Yeah.
The ambassador to Russia.
Yeah, it's a Russian ambassador got assassinated in Turkey. It's
On
just
TV.
like-
Well, I don't know
Yes.
if it's live, but there's footage of it.
It's crazy. It's getting crazy.
Guy was wearing a suit.
It's getting crazy. What?
Yeah, do you see the
I saw the footage, yeah, but it's what a weird thing to call out that he was wearing a suit.
well, no, the guy who shot him was wearing a suit. Is what he was saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it's still a weird thing.
Yeah,
to,
well, I mean, it's like,
it doesn't
Wait,
change
wait,
things.
Why is
Yeah,
that a weird thing
apparently-
to latch onto?
What
Why do you?
okay, tell me the
Like
relevance.
he wasn't some hobo. He was like a good dressed guy in a suit. Like, I'm gonna go and kill someone.
well, apparently he said he was a cop, which got him access to it.
Oh yeah, I
Came
think he
in-
was doing it to get access. He was standing
Yeah.
behind the guy during
Yeah.
a press conference. I think he
okay.
was posing as something.
Mm.
That makes
Together.
sense. It was just odd. It was odd. It was odd to see a guy
He
in a
wants to-
suit
to-
waving a
to
gun
fit
around.
in there.
What does Gavin walk me through the wardrobe of your average assassin? What does your average assassin wear to an
Probably a
assassination?
t-shirt.
Like what?
What's on the T-shirt?
I killed a Russian ambassador and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. Is that what you're right? That was
Shall
probably
we
too
pull,
soon
like,
to make
okay,
that joke.
what
Sorry
were
about
most
that.
assassins wearing?
Assassin's
What were
Union
most
shirts?
shooters wearing?
Say blue hoodies, the kind of funny logo.
I believe Lee,
John-
Lee Harvey Oswald was wearing a sweater. I
Okay.
believe
I'm just saying. I thought
John Wilkes Booth was wearing a suit. Right?
he was.
Yeah.
Oh, good call. See, that's
You're being
it's
an
worth
asshole.
talking about.
I'm just saying.
Gavin, I'm what?
John Wick.
John Wick.
We're talking
wears
about
suits.
reality over here. I don't know why Peanut Gallery's chipping in.
John Wick's not an assassin, by the way. He was a wronged man. That's different.
They,
He was an
killed his
assassin.
dog.
Well, you don't know what he was wearing when he was the assassin.
Actually,
so you just-
47 wears a suit. You're right. Yeah, forget it.
So I just don't understand. Like you call it out that he's wearing a suit. That was just a weird thing to call out.
The first thing I saw in the headline and the pictures they posted, the first thing I noticed, man, the killer was wearing a suit.
yeah.
I thought, is that the killer holding the gun? I didn't know.
Yeah, me
And
too.
was like,
I
oh,
thought-
that is the killer. It's weird that he's wearing a suit. I don't know why it was
No
weird.
hockey mask or anything.
it
That's
stood-
just
He didn't have his knife fingers on. I don't know how they knew it was him.
What's weird about seeing that as a
So
standout?
I have,
I'm with
a-
you, Gavin.
I have a, talking about this. I have a subscription
I feel like
to.
saying, hey, did you see the guy that killed the Russian ambassador? He's left-handed. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, so what?
I have a subscription to the New
not a
York
choice.
Times, and the New York Times app on my phone might be the most depressing app I have because every time I get a push notification from it, it's bad news.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
BBC News app does that.
Yeah, it's
It
like,
goes,
oh,
bloop.
my phone buzzed. Oh, the Russian ambassador in Turkey just got shot.
Oh, the world
my
is
phone buzzed.
The
The
world
world
is
is got
terrible.
worse.
Yeah, the truck just ran over a bunch of people at a Christmas market in Berlin. Oh, my phone buzzed. You know, it's like, I don't want to see it anymore.
I
It's
know.
always bad news. Why can't- New York Times, can we have some good news? Can I get a good news
That
push
seems to be
notification?
the European equivalent of a mass shooting. Is I guess guns are so hard to come by that you just drive an 18-wheeler through people. It's insanity.
Yeah. Well, you know, the world used to be really, really insane for a while. Like,
Wouldn't it be great if you got push notifications every time like somebody saved a dog?
That's what I was
You know,
thinking.
Like or gave
make
somebody
that
a,
service.
or like the cutest litter of puppies ever was born today. Like, oh fuck
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
was alive for that.
So it'd just be like the happiest interruption ever.
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
It's gonna be called Puppies and Sparkles. There's the app right there. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I want my good news app as well. Like I got to be informed. I got to know the bad news, but I want a little more balance. I want to see some good news
Good
too.
news isn't really news.
Yeah, I guess it's all like that fluff shit.
Yeah. It's like, oh, there's water on Mars again.
Okay.
yeah, he was. Let's
well,
do it.
Well, so I actually gave cards earlier to Gavin and Gus. I gave you guys Christmas cards from Game Attack. We handcrafted them, Gus. It was
Artisanal.
outstanding.
Mhm.
Yes, artisanal indeed. And Burnie, you're the only one who has not got a card yet. So I wanted to give you the Christmas card.
Oh, I'm excited
today.
by this.
Is this
Um,
approved?
I thought we were gonna do this on.
No.
I thought we were gonna do this later on the.
Oh no!
Oh.
No, we're gonna do this right now. This is Sparkles from Game Attack.
Sparkles from Game.
What we'd like for you to read it on the air. This is very important, and we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. So,
I find this suspect.
no, just Merry Christmas from Game Attack. That's
All right, this is the lovely Game Attack logo.
With a it looks
a
like a
star.
Christmas tree.
No, top.
See, isn't that cute and clever?
Dear Bernie, my wife thought Laser Team was an above-average indie film. She's indifferent towards a sequel. Merry Christmas, Game Attack. It's kindly worded. So thank you for
They're
that.
very politely offensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Killing them with kindness.
she really liked it, just not a lot.
I got it. See if
was
she likes
good.
it a little better once the heat's shut off.
Oh no! Oh no!
Might like it a little more then.
Then you're really gonna have to pick a favorite child.
Oh no!
It's a
Laser
hard
from the,
choice.
laser from the DVD player provides a lot of warmth.
Oh, let's drink this nervously.
I'll read this while you're drinking that
We
nervously.
should have put on Laserdisc.
Want to remind everyone, this episode of the
I just don't really like seasonal stuff.
No,
Any
that's the best part. That's the best part of the season.
That's what would be interesting is if there were no seasons and like every autumn there wasn't pumpkin spice coffee showing up everywhere.
We'd make that shit up.
What would the world be like if there were no seasons?
I'd tell you what it'd be
would
like.
it be just anyone having anything they want at any time? That
You mean
sounds better.
you could get pumpkin spice whenever?
Yeah,
I think
whatever.
it's like the limited availability thing. And I tell you what they do. They do what they already do now, which is they make a national
Market the crap out of
whatever
it.
day for something that's just fucking made up. Like
hate
National
it. I'm
National
over it.
Butter Day, National Donut Day.
Hey, Shrove Tuesday's coming up.
Oh, hey, I'm excited
Couple
about
months
that. So that's seasonal, but you eat the pancakes and you love the pancakes.
That's just one day.
It only happens
It's a
in
holiday.
one part of the year, though, Gavin.
But it's
So
one day.
one
I'm
day,
with you. It's not
one
like
day
a
is a
season.
season.
Yeah.
One day is seasonal.
So you're upset with the window of time specifically, not the limited
You
availability?
you can't just get pancakes on that day. You can get them whenever. That's not a seasonal thing.
Right.
Well, you could probably get pumpkin spice other times. You can get it. It's
If
not,
you go to like Starbucks or
doesn't
whatever,
disappear.
like, they're not going to have their pumpkin spice drinks.
you
Like,
can't get it from Starbucks.
Shit
They don't
like
offer
that.
it, but you can get pumpkin spice stuff whenever.
But then you're using up someone's supplies.
Go ahead.
I don't know, Bernie. I don't know if you're right, man. I don't think you can get pumpkin spice any time of the year.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin.
Hey, man, I'm Texan through and through. All right, couple of pumpkin spice.
Craig's
Are you
been
actually
drinking
from
before he
Texas?
came out here, apparently.
You're from here?
Yeah.
But Dallas, born and raised?
Dallas. Spent a little bit of time in LA and a little time on YouTube, man.
Anyone want to guess what today's national day is?
December 19th, today is National
Venetian
Hot
blinds.
Cocoa Day.
You're not that far off. That's pretty good. What is? But it's not. Don't base the answer.
Yeah,
Just go
yeah.
for it.
I already guessed Venetian blinds. But
There
now
we
I know it's
go.
not
You
close.
would. Yeah, that's a good one. What do you think it is?
Peppermint spice.
Wow, you guys are pretty good. It's National Hard Candy Day. So also, this is obviously a contentious day. It is also. I see what you say. Was laughing. It is National Oatmeal Muffin Day.
That's important.
When is the hard candy people going to start getting along with the oatmeal muffin people?
Just merge.
It's been years of bad blood for over December 19th.
Tomorrow's National Sangria Day.
Well, that makes,
Is there
that
any
makes
day
no
that
sense.
is not National Something Day?
No, some of them have multiple. December 21's got like 8. December 24th, National Eggnog Day.
What's 25th?
Also,
How do you get a national day?
What's funny,
Dude,
Can we get a National Gus Day?
I thought you were going to say Rooster Teeth.
No,
You went
no,
straight
fuck
to
that.
Gus.
here's the answer. The answer to your question is yes, because December 14th has no other entries except for the one official one, which is National Bouillabaisse Day.
Gus and
National
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
What is that?
It's like a
Oh,
soup.
bullion base. Okay. Okay, February 22nd is National Gus Day.
So you say bouillon base?
February 22nd?
Whoever can make a national day, make it. February 22nd is National Gus Day from now on.
Go for
Fuck
December
everything
11th,
else.
which is National Noodle Ring Day.
No,
I don't
I'm
even know
going
what
for
a
my
fucking
Well,
noodle
check
ring is.
check what clashes with National Gus Day.
Yeah, what's
Like, what are you competing with?
What day do you want?
February 22nd.
I was doing my thing. What
Who cares about your thing? I'm
I
taking over.
five you. I care. Okay, so I'm gonna go to February.
I like you taking over as kind of whining and not getting up.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Someone else will do it. There's cameras that have been recorded. You do it.
A long time ago, we actually...
James, you do it.
All right, you want what? February what?
22nd. Why?
Oh, your
why
birthday?
Is that your birthday?
National Sweet Potato Day. Also, National Margarita Day.
Dude, both of those things I would pick over you. Sweet potatoes and
Sweet potatoes
margaritas.
are terrible. Well, margaritas are pretty good.
Should have been divided earlier. You'd be competing with sticky buns.
I can't compete with that.
What's a May 23rd day?
National Banana Bread. it's also National Toast Day. So if you make banana bread toast, you got that day on lock.
You got crossover. I never thought to toast banana bread.
Stupidest.
Throw it on a griddle? Man, that's good
Yeah,
stuff.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Here, let me read this. So, where are we done with National Day Day?
I thought you want to read more of those. I mean, we
I'm-
can be here.
I'm
all
being
year.
I'm being stubborn right now.
Why are you being stubborn? Right now?
With this shitty iPhone,
Mhm.
I lost the headphones that came with it,
Ooh.
the lightning ones.
Yeah.
7.
So get some Bluetooth headphones.
And I lost the little dongly dingle doodah to adapt it, and I refused to buy either of them again.
I don't blame you.
So now I just don't use headphones ever. It's just I just.
Are you
play
one
it
of
over
those jerks
speakers.
who plays it like really
Well, I don't
loud
do it in public.
publicly?
It's
Okay.
like-
I'm that guy. I'll do that.
I fucking
Oh,
hate
I
it.
never do that. That's too much for me.
I had a lady come over to me in a coffee shop and tell me that I was too loud the other day. And that
Too
was,
loud at talking?
That was I was playing the cymbals.
You were just talking about Blair and it's a valid question.
Yeah, that's a valid question.
I was carrying around a pipe organ. We were talking. I was having a conversation with a friend, and it was a little old lady. And she
Well,
came
which
up-
friend?
She.
You're getting riled up.
You don't know. You don't know.
Okay, right?
And it
not
was the
important.
guy. It was the guy who interrupted the prank I tried to play on Michael in the vlog. If you remember that, same guy. Don't know. There you go. It's the same guy who texted me and fucked that prank up.
I don't even know about that prank.
It was in the vlog when I smashed my phone. I replaced it with Michael's phone when I had my smashed
Oh,
iPhone,
yeah.
and I changed my wallpaper to his.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're telling a story from a different video. But she walks over. She goes. I just want to say, this little Texas lady voice, just like the nicest thing in the world. She goes, I don't think you realize how much your voice carries. She goes, I was sitting over there and I could tell you everything you said in your conversation. I said, ma'am, I am so sorry. I'm sorry to disturb you. She goes, it's no disturbance to me. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. And I was like, I feel like shit. I mean, there's little Texas ladies have the ability to just cut you down, you know? And I know what it's like too.
I bet
when
you were
you're in a
quiet
place
for the rest of the day.
I was so fucking quiet. And now when I'm in a public place, I'm just like, I talk to people now like this. I talk like that old lady. She's probably a fucking psychopath and goes around and says it to people to get in their fucking heads. But like, I know what that's like though. When when you were somewhere and there's a super loud group, and it grates on you. Gus, I'm sure you've been in the situation.
Happens all the time.
And you're like, you think that they're going to become aware of their behavior simply by your anger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are they?
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Same thing with driving. When someone's doing something stupid, they have no fucking clue that they're doing it. And you're just sitting there getting madder and madder. Like when you're waiting to, you remember this where you're waiting to take a left turn and a bunch of cars keep coming and they just keep coming and they keep coming. And like after a minute and a half of that, the cars that are coming at that point, you're like, I hate these cars. And I'm just going to pull out in front of one of them because nobody's letting me out. But they have no clue that you've been sitting there for that long. But I get mad at those people. It's so irrational.
When was the last time you guys actually called somebody out publicly for being loud or
Movie theater.
for talking during the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I shush people in movies. Yeah.
How do you do it?
I don't know if you know how loud you're being.
Literally just say, hey. That's it. And people go, they shut up at that point. And if they look and they don't know, they go, like that. Or do like my grandmother.
You do this?
I go, my grandmother.
But what if they were a fan?
I don't. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
What
you
if they're wearing a suit?
But would you be worried about bollocking a fan?
What's that?
And they'll be like, oh, Burnie
All
yelled
of
at
it was
me.
National Fan Day. No. I mean, actually, I consider the people in the community to be part of. If I saw, I would actually be more likely, I think, to call somebody out in the community, like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like whenever we
Like
have
part
a
of
meetup
family?
somewhere, and it's like, oh, we tweeted about this meetup, and I thought it was going to be 20 people, and we did this in LA. How many people showed up at that E3 meetup that we had?
Over 100.
It felt like 400 people.
Yeah.
So many people because we were walking up to the hotel. We said, hey, meet us in the lobby. There's a bar there. You know, we'll hang out or whatever. I was walking with Mika at the time, and I think I was recording, and I said, oh, man, we chose a hotel. They're having some event here because there's a line wrapped around the outside of the building. It's like, she's like, I think that's our people for the meetup. I was like, really? And so, but we were all jammed in. I was like, guys, we can't destroy these people's lobby and like ruin, lock down their hotel. So we had to move everybody. You know?
I think as I was walking up to that, Mika was coming the other way, and I was like, oh, did anyone show up to the thing? She was like, it's chaos. It's crazy.
Yeah. None of us expected that.
Did you see in maybe the worst app or the worst idea ever? I think it came out like a week or two ago. They're billing it as Tinder for airline flights.
Wait.
For what?
So you can try to match with people who are on the plane with you.
What did you
And for
say?
like Mile High Club?
Yeah, so like the goal being that you score by the time you land?
No one has reception.
And you do now? Like you enter your flight info, and if you have the in-flight Wi-Fi.
Oh, so you match before? Oh, if you have the in-flight Wi-Fi.
Right.
No one's doing that.
So you're going to be on the plane, and one Who else is going to have this app? What are the chances of someone else with this app?
I don't know. The app is in beta currently.
What's it called?
Air dates.
Air dates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you said air blind flights. And I thought there were special planes for blind people. And it was for that.
You know what I'm surprised they don't do? I'm surprised they don't make sub-services of Tinder. For instance, I'm going to use we have 250 people that work here. And even though it's against the non-existent employee handbook, people shouldn't date at the office. But it would be interesting to take 250 people that you know, or like a group of friends. You know, like you're in college together, you're in high school. I mean, high school's a bad example of Tinder, but you know what I mean. Take a group of people, they all go into the subservice of Tinder, and the only people in it is that group of people and friends.
Didn't you just describe Facebook?
No,
that
I'm
what
not
that
done. I'm not done.
All right.
So then they do the swipe left, swipe right thing, and then it makes those matches. But if you like somebody in the group, you swipe whichever direction on them. If they don't swipe you, they never know it. But it's a way to like break that. We call it like the friend zone app, right? Or
So
something
what's
like
stopping you from swiping on everyone?
Well, then you match with them. I mean, unless you want to be an asshole and like go through and just be like, "Who likes me?" You
I
know,
feel like that's what people would do.
I'm not super particular. Well, that's like every guy on Tinder, right?
Yeah. Isn't that the joy of Tinder, though? Is the idea of just constantly swiping? It's a numbers game.
I don't know. Why
Right?
don't you tell us more about Tinder?
I've never been on Tinder, but from what I understand, the idea is that it's a numbers game, right? You just keep swiping, and eventually it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Eventually you're going to hit one, right?
You know, December 20th is National Infidelity Day.
That's what I've heard, right? Is that right?
Why are you asking me? How the fuck do I know?
Well, you were talking to me earlier about Tinder, about how much you like it.
Shut the fuck up.
So say, by some sheer stroke of a miracle, someone else on your flight has this app.
Okay.
Are you then obligated to bang them because there's no one else? It's like,
Well,
do I want to?
No, I mean, they would know if you. Like, it's going to be only 2 people, right, that have it on the flight.
there it is.
Is that
Bingo.
Fly
So you-
chat.
You check in, you chat, and then you screw around. You heart around. What does that say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like hearts in a circle.
Let's just say, wait, can you go back to that just for 1 second? The top, it looks like there's options. It says airport, in-flight, or always. Like, you can choose when you want to get together with them. Only in-flight or...
Also, are you on the plane for business, social, party, or dancing? Dating. Sorry. It's a very small text. It's a very
Who
small text.
flies to date?
Looking to meet. That's a lot of options.
Yeah, that's a ton of options.
And I'm looking for a foot. Is that what it say? I'm looking for...
foot play.
Is that what it says? Like...
I don't know what
I think that's got to be how far you're willing to travel. Like you want to walk.
Like to row 36 or?
Yeah, I'm not going back to coach.
Like what gate you're gonna go to? Like I'm willing to walk to
Terminal A
22,
is
yeah.
fine, but Terminal B,
Oh,
oh,
man,
man,
screw
I'm
that.
not taking Skylink.
you get out of here. It's such a weird idea to me. So it was fine.
Like, how do you know? People are excited about National Infidelity Day.
Yeah, this was actually a really funny tweet here.
Yeah.
Who is this? Brianimal tweets. I got excited about National Infidelity Day, but I assumed Burnie was joking, so I Googled it and found May 13th. Too far away.
Well, gotta stay faithful, Brianna, until
Got 5 more months to go.
Yeah,
Then
hold out until May.
you're there.
Did you hear about the new claim about you're talking about fabric
Yeah.
static? Did you hear about the millennials being blamed for fabric softener going away? They're rebranding fabric softener.
What does that mean?
Well, it's now called fabric conditioner
What?
because
Because of hair?
because they want to equate it to hair, right? The idea that fabric softener, the stuff you put in your,
Yeah.
you know, it apparently the sales for it have just dipped, and all the fabric softener companies have gotten together and they're now calling it fabric conditioner because it's supposed to do the same thing that you're.
How is that connected to millennials, though?
Because millennials are not the ones who are buying it.
They weren't buying
Millennials
it.
can't afford the fabric softener. They just get the laundry soap and the little dryer sheets.
Millennials literally aren't buying
I think
it.
you mean like
You mean
I
like
see. Yeah,
Downy?
yeah.
The add the extra
shit?
Yes.
detergent you put in?
The fabric softener.
Nobody's doing that. What a waste of money that
Yeah,
is.
Well, see, that's the logic.
That's like the people who get the jet dry shit and they're fuck that.
Look, if it doesn't come in a thing that I can throw in there, I'm not
A
using
pod?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bung it in, it melts, and I assume it has some of that in there, though.
I don't know. That's just the logic. Is that it's the most.
I guess I don't use it either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, who does use
Does
it?
anybody
right?
use it? Anybody out there?
Fabric softener?
One
There's
person.
one.
The one person who's older than me.
How old?
Whenever straight at the store. Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
that what Calgon was?
No, that's bubble bath, right?
Calgon, take me away? Yeah.
That was just big on Twitter yesterday. I saw the millennials being blamed on
No.
You like to blame millennials on things, right, Burnie? So
Oh,
No,
No?
what?
No,
No,
no.
I always say when you say the word millennial, it's like they get very people in that age group get very upset. There was a big discussion about millennials. This
I was staying at this. It's back when we used to go to Portland a lot and do work for that ad agency. I was staying at a condo right across the street from the ad agency, and I walked into the condo. It's like a little one-bedroom thing because I was going to be there for several weeks. And on the counter in the condo was a little bottle of kombucha.
Mhm.
And this was years ago. Like kombucha was, it was still a thing. Like I hadn't seen myself. Like that was the first bottle of kombucha I'd ever seen. I was like, oh, I've heard so much about this. I've never actually tried it. I want to try this. Like how nice. They must have left a bottle of kombucha out for me. Like it's kind of like a welcome gift. So I walk over to it and I look at it like, man, it's really thick and light. I'm like, I don't know what this is. You're
kombucha's
like,
so gross to begin with.
I don't know.
What is
What's
kombucha? It's
going
just
on?
like mushroom goop or something. Isn't
So
it?
It's like yeast drink.
I
Does it?
opened it up and I'm like, wow, kombucha smells like paint.
Oh wow.
That's really weird. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll try it anyway. Then like, then in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. This might just be paint. Like at the last minute, I was like, this might just be like touch-up paint that was
in a
left in here. So I
kombucha.
cap it back up. And then like 30 minutes later, like the company that was running the condo was like, hey, our painter said that he left some touch-up paint in there on the counter. If you could just put that in the closet, we'll come get it.
Oh wow.
After you leave. I was like, I almost drank paint because I didn't know what kombucha was.
But you said it was in a kombucha.
It was in I guess like someone had drank it and then just put the touch-up paint in there and like closed it up. That way they could carry
Isn't
it
there
around.
booze in that?